Hey, did you know that in Agra, India, there's this incredible masterpiece called the Taj Mahal? It's one of the most famous buildings in the world, and it's over 400 years old. People call it one of the 7 wonders of the world, and honestly, it's easy to see why. So, get this, 20,000 laborers worked day and night for 22 years to build it. Can you imagine that? And this whole massive structure is spread across 42 acres. Today, it's worth over $1 billion. But it's not just about the money. It's about the brilliance of Mughal architecture. Even modern engineers are amazed by how perfectly everything was designed. Taj Mahal has this really cool optical illusion. If you look at it from behind the main gate, it looks huge, but as you walk closer, it seems to shrink. And those 4 tall pillars you see, they aren't standing straight up, they actually lean slightly outward. You know why? So that if there's an earthquake, they'll fall outward and won't damage the main building. Clever, right? Now, here's the wild part. This was all done in a time when there was no concrete or steel. So, how did they build something so massive with just stone and basic tools? Let me break it down for you. The story starts in 1607, during the Mughal Empire when Shah Jahan was the ruler. He had 7 wives, but he loved Mumtaz Mahal the most. They were super close. When she died, she had one last wish. She wanted to be buried in the most beautiful tomb ever built. And that's exactly what Shah Jahan set out to do. He was heartbroken, but determined to honor her wish. 6 months after she died, construction on the Taj Mahal began. Shah Jahan brought in the best architects, craftsmen, and laborers from all over the empire, and it wasn't an easy job. Mumtaz's grave was on the banks of the Yamuna River, and the land there is really soft. If they dug too deep, the water could mess up the foundation. So, the engineers dug wells until they found dry soil, filled them with rocks and rubble, and then built the foundation on top of that. Oh, and they used elephants to help carry everything around. Crazy, right? Once the foundation was set, they started designing the Taj Mahal itself. Shah Jahan actually took inspiration from tombs built by his ancestors. The pillars were inspired by his father's tomb, and the dome design came from his uncle's tomb. When all the elements were combined, it resulted in this beautiful, one-of-a-kind design. And here's another cool fact. They didn't just use any marble for the Taj Mahal. The marble came from Rajasthan, about 400 kilometers away. It's called Makrana marble, and it's still considered one of the finest in the world. Shah Jahan basically reserved the entire supply just for the Taj Mahal. Thousands of elephants were used to transport all that marble to Agra. The dome is especially impressive. It's 40 meters high. Nowadays, we'd use steel to build something like that. But back then, they only had stones to work with. Engineers today still talk about how amazing it was that the Mughal architects figured out how to build it without modern tools. One of the things that makes the Taj Mahal so special is how it changes color throughout the day. Before sunrise, it looks almost black. Then, as the sun comes up, it turns yellow and pink. By noon, it's this brilliant white, like a pearl against the sky. And during sunset, it turns golden. It's like watching a living, breathing monument. After 22 years of hard work, the Taj Mahal was finally finished in 1654. Shah Jahan had fulfilled his promise to Mumtaz Mahal. In fact, he named the Taj Mahal after her. It's basically a shortened version of her name. Every year, on the anniversary of her death, he would visit the Taj Mahal by boat, traveling down the Yamuna River.